Are you considering moving to Bismarck, North Dakota, but concerned about the job market? All right, so I get asked pretty frequently from people looking to move into North Dakota, especially the Bismarck area, about the job market and what the economy is like here. So I wanted to make this video for you here today, answer some of those questions and address some of those concerns. And just real quick, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Brady Duchek. I'm a full-time realtor here in Bismarck, North Dakota. And I made this YouTube channel because I just love helping people relocate into the area, move here to Bismarck, North Dakota, and answer some of those questions about what life is like in North Dakota. So if that sounds like you, feel free to reach out anytime, call, text, email me. All of that info is in the description below. And also consider subscribing and tapping that bell so that you're always the first to know about everything happening here in Bismarck, North Dakota. And remember, whether you're looking to move here next week or next year, I would love to be your guide and help make your move to Bismarck, North Dakota as smooth as possible. Okay, and first things first, I want to talk about the unemployment rate. I pulled some numbers from our Bismarck ND Chamber EDC, and Bismarck, North Dakota unemployment rate summer 2024 is right about 2% compared to the national average, which is like 3.7%. So unemployment rate in Bismarck, North Dakota is extremely low. It's like half of what the national average is. So the job market, very strong here. All right, and so I wanted to touch on the entry-level position job market here in Bismarck, North Dakota. And so really pretty easy to find an entry-level job, whether you're looking for a temporary job, maybe you're a high school student, fresh out of college, whatever it might be. Very easy to find an entry-level job here, whether that's at Bismarck Parks and Rec Department, maybe some kind of coaching thing, working on the fields, maintaining the parks, whatever. Bismarck Gymnastics Academy, other things like that, that if you want to work with some kids, hiring all the time. If you're looking for an office job, answering phones, doing some admin work, usually you can find one of those. Maybe it's at a chiropractor place, whatever it might be. But those jobs typically, Bismarck, you're looking $12 an hour at the minimum. Sometimes you can even get $20 or more per hour at an entry-level position here in Bismarck. A huge industry here in Bismarck, North Dakota, when talking about the job market, is the healthcare. And so we have 2 hospitals plus some other clinics. But so the 2 hospitals, you got CHI St. Alexis Health. You also have Sanford Health, which Sanford is the largest rural healthcare provider in America. And in Bismarck, it's a level 2 trauma center here at the hospital. And so Sanford continues to expand in the Bismarck area. And so their hospital, they just upgraded, expanded, updated their labor and delivery department. Currently under construction is a 15,000 square foot add-on to the same-day surgery facility here in downtown Bismarck. And so that's going to provide more convenience, more patient opportunities, and obviously more jobs, which is what you're watching this video for. But then additionally, they're also adding a new clinic right across from the Kirkwood Mall in the downtown area. That is going to be a walk-in clinic. Eventually it's going to be family medicine. And I think there's going to be some specialties in there at some point too. If you're a nurse, PA, NP, doctor, anything interested in the medical field, definitely have opportunities here in Bismarck, North Dakota. And another major industry here in Bismarck that kind of helps drive the economy is our education. And so obviously you have your public school system, which Bismarck Mandan has 4 public high schools, plus all of the middle schools and elementary schools that feed into them. We have 2 private high schools, plus we have 3 colleges. So you have United Tribes Technical College, Bismarck State College, and the University of Mary, which UMary is a private Division II school here in Bismarck, North Dakota. And so education offers a ton of job opportunities. If you're a teacher, para, if you're a professor, whatever it might be related to the education, tons of job opportunities here in Bismarck, North Dakota for that as well. And as you probably already know, Bismarck is the state capital of North Dakota. And so the Capitol building's here, which provides a ton of government jobs. And so if you've always been like, man, I just want a government job, be able to clock in, clock out, get all of your holidays off, have that great government benefits package. Again, Bismarck, North Dakota is the capital. All kinds of government job opportunities are here for you. So if that's what you're into, make sure you check out Bismarck. And the North Dakota economy is very diverse. So in addition to healthcare, education, government, you also have ag. And so whether you're looking to work on a farm, on a ranch, whether you're looking to work related to that with tractors, different equipment, that kind of thing, engineering for developing those types of things. We have all kinds of opportunities like that here in Bismarck. On the energy side of things, getting big into the wind energy because it tends to be windy here in North Dakota. So we got wind energy, oil and gas, those types of things. We've got the mines up here just north of Bismarck in the Beulah Center area. So if you're looking for an energy related job, North Dakota has a ton of opportunities for you here. And if you like working with your hands, maybe you want to be that handyman work, landscaping, yard work, maybe you're an electrician or a plumber, anything like that, you're not going to have a problem finding a job here. Maybe you own your own business, want to start your own business. Great opportunity for you here in North Dakota, doing stuff, working with your hands, all kinds of opportunities. If you want to join somebody or go out on your own, you can make that happen here in Bismarck. And if maybe working with your hands isn't your thing, you would prefer to be in an office, maybe more the banking, financing world, again, loads and loads of opportunities. I feel like there's a bank on every single corner in Bismarck. So if you want to work at a bank, maybe you want to be work in the financial sector as a financial advisor, something like that. We have many different opportunities here for that kind of thing. And I touched on it earlier, but if you're a small business owner, or if you have dreams of being a small business owner, an entrepreneur, starting your own business, and either you currently have one or you've just been waiting for the right opportunity, North Dakota could be that right opportunity for you. Between the state tax laws and government benefits and stuff like that here in North Dakota, I think as Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank said, North Dakota is, if not the best, one of the best states to own your own business. If that's been a dream of yours, definitely look into North Dakota, especially Bismarck, North Dakota. And if you have questions on that, hit me up. I'll do what I can to help you get you pointed in the right direction, get connected to the right people, and help you get all those questions answered so that you can decide if owning a business in North Dakota makes sense for you. And obviously, jobs don't mean a ton if the cost of living doesn't make sense for you in your life. And so just wanted to break that down here for you a little bit using some numbers provided from, again, the Bismarck Mandan Chamber EDC. I'm just going to go down the list here. And so for the Bismarck Mandan area, these numbers are based off of 100. So 100 ends up being average, or I guess 100 is average for the places that are participating. And so I don't exactly know where all of those places are, but this is something that got sent out from our Bismarck Mandan Chamber EDC. So I feel like it's pretty relevant. It is from, they sent it out in July of 2024. And so groceries for Bismarck Mandan is 95.3, so under 100, so below average. Housing is at 85.3, so 15% below the average of the areas that they polled here. Utilities 82.4, again, well below average. Transportation 100.5, so right on par there for transportation for cost of living here in Bismarck Mandan. And then healthcare came in a little bit high at 108. And it's above average as far as cost goes, but I will say one thing is talking to some people from out of the area that have moved here or are here part-time or whatever, is they really appreciate healthcare in Bismarck, North Dakota, because you can actually get into a provider and you're not waiting and getting tossed around and bounced around. Like I hear some horror stories in some other places. And I guess according to this, healthcare in Bismarck, North Dakota is a little bit higher than maybe the national average or from the places that they pulled here, but it's convenient and it's a good service. Kind of pros and cons there, I guess. Maybe that's one of those things that you get what you pay for type deal. And so that overall kind of cost of living index here for Bismarck Mandan as of July 2024 is when I got these numbers from the Bismarck Mandan Chamber EDC, is Bismarck Mandan 93.6. So it's about, call it 6 to 6.5% below average, meaning essentially you can make less money here in Bismarck than you are probably where you're living right now, depending on where you're coming from. And you can make less money in Bismarck, but have a higher maybe quality of life or have more cash left over at the end of the month because the cost of living, because of housing, healthcare is a bad example, but groceries, that kind of thing is below maybe what you're paying for right now, depending on where you're moving from. Okay, so breaking it all down, what does all of that mean for you if you're looking to move to Bismarck, relocate to North Dakota? And question is, what is life like in North Dakota? My opinion, having grew up in North Dakota, moved away for college, and then moved back right away, raised my family, having a job here, owning my own business, all of those types of things. Bismarck, North Dakota is a great place to live. Highly recommend it. There's some negatives, which I talk about in some of the other videos, but you know, as far as the job market goes, we have a very diverse economy, creates a lot of different job opportunities for you. So depending on what you're looking for, you can probably find it here. And then that also just creates a stronger community and kind of a sense of security because North Dakota economy is kind of in its own little bubble. So even if chaos is happening, you know, on the West Coast, on the East Coast, internationally, whatever, North Dakota is almost a little bit insulated here just because we have so many different aspects, so many different factors in our economy that kind of help drive us and keep the North Dakota economy, and along with that, the housing prices here in North Dakota, pretty stable. But so hopefully this video answers some of your questions, maybe address some of your fears or your concerns about what it would be like finding a job here in North Dakota if you are moving to Bismarck. And so I guess if it did, consider subscribing, maybe tapping that bell, because that way you're always the first to know what's going on here in Bismarck, North Dakota. I try to keep you guys updated, and if you have any specific questions, feel free to drop them in the comments or reach out to me directly. Call me, text me, email me. You can jump on my calendar. All of that is in the description below, but it's never a bad time to reach out to me. So I just love helping you guys move here, answer those questions, and make your move here as smooth as possible. And remember, if you're looking to move here next week or next year, I would love to be your guide. Until next time.